so many questions.
Hi, this is Barb Boylan. We are in Cumberland, Kentucky at the BlackJewell's minor blockade on the railroad tracks off Highway 119. It is it's August 31st. And we've got Chris, Stacy, Felicia, Curtis. And if it's okay, we just wanted to ask a couple questions. So would you all mind just saying how long you've been in the mine and lived in the area?
I'm Chris, and I've been in the mines for 11 years, but I've lived here for, 23 years?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I've lived here all my life. I'm 29 years old. I've been here all my life. We've been together for 9 years. He's been in the coal industry ever since, before we got together.
How old were you when you went in?
I was 21.
Okay.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
My name is Felicia. I've lived here all my life too.
My name's Curtis. I've been in the mines for 11 years as well. Pretty much been in this area my whole life.
Mm-hmm. So, how long have we been out here?
A month.
Yeah, we're going on 5
Over
weeks.
a month, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And can you do an update of where things are at right now? In your own words.
Right now, we're still kind of in the same position we were in, but we have a court hearing coming up next Wednesday, hopefully to get a ruling on what's going to come about it all.
Okay. And is that going to involve what? Like the coal on the track or all of it? Or?
Yeah, just basically all of it. It's mainly over our wages and the coal that's sitting up here, so we're hoping that they rule in our favor and get us paid.
Mm-hmm. And let that pass. And so, can I ask a few things about the coal on the track, and then we'll get to the important part, which is the pay.
Yeah.
So the coal on the track, one of the things I heard is it's sitting there and it's doing some kind of breaking down, oxidizing. Is that true? What's happening? Tell me about coal.
Coal is clean and put in a pile. If it's not moved around, stirred up, or whatever, it'll start producing heat from the inside, and it can eventually ignite itself and burn down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's a real possibility?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, sitting out there like that. Do they cover it up or anything? Or
No. A train is actually loaded still, and there's still some on the ground, but it's sitting there by itself, not being moved around. It will ignite.
Okay, and behind that coal, they got more coal waiting to come out?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I've been hearing things like $2 million, $10 million sitting back there.
There's what's on the train is oh my goodness, I think it's like 3.9 million that's on the train.
Wow.
And then there's probably another train on the ground.
But in the court hearing, I think they said that the train's worth 10, ain't it?
That's just guessing.
Okay.
That was guessing, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. The Blockade Marketing themselves holding bought it for 1.4 million.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the 25% that was left.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that 74% of it had already been sold,
Okay.
and I think it was like right at 2
Okay.
million.
Sorry.
No.
No, it's okay. These guys know. So then, so they're saying, so there's sort of this mix-up thing about did they sell it, did they not sell it? It's not real clear about that if that's actually happened.
If they
And,
hadn't sold it, it wouldn't have been on that train.
Yeah.
and
Well,
so why do you think it is that you're able to sit out here and block that? Like, police don't come, CSX don't stop you. Tell me about that.
Well, it's because the way that basically we were robbed, and everybody has seen that. So, with us taking the stand that we have and the maturity, the way that we've done it, they're backing us 100%.
yeah.
Which of course, if things went differently and we were being rowdy or whatever, it'd be a different story. But we've kept it mature and adult wise, and that's why they're backing us the way they are.
Okay, that's right. And so today's a day about health care. Can you tell me about that? That
It ends today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all that ends today. It actually had to be ordered to be reinstated for the families.
it did.
Yeah.
So it won't end today?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
They had cut it off originally,
Yeah.
and the court ordered it for it to be reinstated, and then till today.
Okay. And so there's no option to buy it, like from that thing they call Cobra and all that. You just don't. You're out.
No, it's just out. It was a company deal, so you're just out of it.
Okay. All right. So, what are you all hoping for?
Hoping to get paid.
Paid for what you didn't get paid.
Yeah, they owe us almost a month's salary, and that's what we want.
Okay. And then, can you tell me a little bit more about what they've been doing with the pension and some of these child care payment situations?
There's been a lot of problems with that. A lot of child support and things had been cut out of our paychecks, but not sent to the destination they're supposed to go. And we're still having problems with our 401k. And it's been ordered that we receive it, no problems, but we're still having problems with it. So that's going to be another thing that's got to be addressed Monday. But yeah, they cutting everything out of our checks like it was supposed to be done, but not sending it where it was supposed to go.
So when what was described to me earlier by Felicia and Stacy is that they would take the money out, but then they're not giving it to the court and or the pension fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could see this in your paperwork.
Yeah.
So
Well, we've actually had one guy end up going to jail over child support. It was showing on his payroll check that it was being deducted out, but it didn't make it to the child support.
Okay, so he was able to bat that away, or just
No, he actually went to jail over
he
it.
went to jail.
Yeah.
Wow, that's something else. Okay, so then that needs to get straightened out too.
Yeah.
Do you know if they've been taking this pension money for a while, or you just?
From what we can figure out, it was the last 3 to 4 paychecks.
Okay.
So,
All right. So they started doing it when they started hitting their bankruptcy thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then the whole
That's
thing
give
with
or take.
what's that?
When I first started with the company, they started deducting my 401k money and wouldn't putting it into my account. And
That long ago?
this was probably 2 years ago. And I kind of give them the benefit of the doubt, thinking that maybe it was, backed up stuff at the office or whatever. And after about 4 checks worth of them taking my money and not putting it where it's supposed to go, I quit their 401k plan. Well, that was 2 years ago.
Wow. Okay. So what do you know about this bankruptcy? Who's trying to buy it?
The one that's trying to buy it's Copper Glow there, and we don't have a whole lot of information on them. But we're just hoping that if they are taking it over, we hope they're a lot better than what BlackJewell done.
Because, I mean, it's required by state law that you provide your employees drinking water. They had to take their own water from home for last 2 or
For
3
the
weeks.
Last
almost
few
a
weeks
month.
of work,
Yeah.
they didn't even provide them water.
Because they were so broke.
So
They
how?
say they were broke.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long they been doing the broke thing?
No time.
They've been real cheap for a long time, but I'd say the last month it got real bad.
Okay. And when you say cheap for a long time, like what kind of stuff?
Real hard to get parts.
Yeah.
Really?
Their equipment was junk.
Yeah, we
Old
basically had to force it to run.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the
When
equipment.
you say that, like, tell me what that means when you're in there.
Basically like the tire falling off your car, you gotta to have somebody stand beside it and hold it on it while you're trying to drive down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good example.
There's an example right
Yeah.
there. What about safety stuff?
Safety, like I've told everybody else, safety falls on the individual man itself. You can be as safe as you want to be.
Okay.
No matter what they provide, what they don't provide, every man is responsible for himself, and we kept it as safe as we could.
You could. Okay. And do you feel like you got enough safety equipment, like enough to manage that? What you're?
For ourselves, yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to hear. And so they started doing this broke thing, and then one day, how did it go down?
We showed up on second shift. Was there maybe 3-4 hours. Superintendent walks out and says, "That's it, guys. We're filing bankruptcy. Go home until we call you."
Yeah.
I was on day shift. I came out that day, and they were kind of talking about it. And that was it. I didn't find out until the next morning.
Yeah.
He went to the bank on the 28th on Friday. deposited his check, and then on Saturday morning the banking account went into the red flag because they went back in there and withdrew that amount of money for his check back out
Yeah.
and overdrafted our banking account, and we're responsible now.
After
Yeah.
it got put in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They done everybody that
So like
way.
our
We
bank
didn't,
account's $3 grand in the
Everybody's
hole.
check bounced.
we didn't find out about it until like a week.
Tuesday. It was that following Tuesday, the day after
4
they
days,
sent
5
you
days,
home.
whatever.
Our money was still in there until that Tuesday morning, and then people was calling us saying, "Have you checked your account?" And I'm like, "No." And then I checked it, and it was $1,500 negative.
Okay, so then how did it happen you got on the track? Like, how did that decision get made? And you,
Well, we have one guy. Well, this one here.
what's your name?
He
Hey, Chris.
he was
Chris Sexton.
he lives local, and somebody contacted him, and he come up, seen what was going on, so he started. He didn't have a lot of our phone numbers, so he got on Messenger looking at everybody that was active and just sending messages. And so once it started hitting people, we all just showed up, and that's where it took off.
Was your idea? Good idea. Let's give him a round of applause. That's something else. So you just started sitting.
Yep.
Did they try to move it on you?
Yeah, they when the original 5 started, they blocked the train, and of course the state police was called. They come out, asked to get off the track or whatever, and that's when we decided to come here. And when we got here, the state police said, "Well, as long as you don't block the track or the road, stay here all day."
So you started out down by the train, which is down a little ways here from
Yeah,
where we
about
are.
a mile from here.
A mile from here. Okay, and then you chose to come here.
Yep.
But
And-
you weren't on the track.
No, we come here, set up beside it.
Okay.
The state police said, as long as you're not blocking it, you know, you stand here all day.
Okay.
CSX, I guess they heard what happened to us and found out the reason we was doing it. They decided to leave the train. They backed it in and left it.
CSX. They said what?
CSX evidently found out what had happened to us and who we were trying to block the train. Once they got that information, they parked the train and pulled the men off of it.
Once the company got that,
Mm-hmm.
and they said so. CXX supported you.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 And I heard earlier they supported you because maybe
The rumor that BlackJewell owes them money.
Yeah. Yeah. The rumor was that, you know, they owed a lot of people a lot of money, and so when they seen it, I guess, in my opinion, when they seen somebody was trying to make a stand, they decided to support it a little bit.
it's pretty amazing for a federal railway. What's
Yeah.
CX stand for? It's a radio show. I should tell people. I don't really even know.
CSX.
I'm not even certain what it stands for. to be honest with you.
Retired. The guy that does
Phil.
the radio
Phil,
shows
no,
the
Phil.
latest
This is for
one.
you. Fill it in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's a railroad worker. Okay, so then you're out here, but now you're on the track. So how did that happen? Doesn't matter anymore.
No.
Okay.
It, you know, CSX basically told us they're not coming back until
Okay.
everything is settled. They said once they come back, they actually come back. What was it? A week, maybe a week later, and said that if they agreed to leave the coals sitting there, if we would let them get their engines, you know, they just needed them to continue working them. You know, we all got together and agreed on it. We're not here to put people out of work. We let them go get their engines. They pulled it out, and he told us that once that locomotive left, he said we'd do what we want.
Right. Okay. And so you've been out here for a month, 5 weeks, and your intention is to stay until you're righted.
Yep.
And I'm talking to a group of people here who are the kind of left what's left,
Yeah, pretty much.
and you all have children.
Yep.
Okay, and you've got all these. Tell me about who's taking care of the kids.
My mom, she's been watching my son. I've tried to get him to come up here a few times, but he's a YouTube kid. He don't want to get out of the house.
He's a kid.
He's a YouTube kid, so he's like, it's too hot.
It is.
So he would rather be there anyway, because my nephew's there, and where he's the only child, he gets bored with us anyway. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
But
kid.
she's been watching him, and not for the whole 5 weeks, but you know.
Right. So there's support. How's that been in the the town and stuff? The support.
Oh, it's been tremendous.
If
We
it
started
wasn't-
out with one pizza box and 2 chairs.
If it wasn't for the
So that's what you started
town
out with.
supporting
And the
us,
rest of this was donated.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the county judge executives and all the representatives and everybody, we would,
You'd
we
be
we probably couldn't have
Yeah.
done this as long as we have.
No.
So why do you think they did that?
Because they know how dirty it was. They
Yeah,
know how bad we got ripped off.
Okay.
They know how bad we was ripped off, and they stand behind their community.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They
Excellent.
actually, you know, our judge executive, he's went above and beyond
way above.
Can
and
you tell me what that means? It's not something I'm familiar with. A judge executive.
He's like the.
Kind of like a mayor, I guess.
Yeah, he
handles the.
He's kind of like a
money
mayor in a
and-
way.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
handles
They
the
handle the money.
issues with the county and stuff. Like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, all the funding, all the anything that goes on. Like we got
Events,
a job ready
he
sign right up
announces the
here.
events.
So-
Okay. All right. And then the local police. Been cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, see, I mean, that's how they get paid. The police department gets paid by working people,
Yeah.
by taxes.
Exactly. Yes.
So, I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah.
you know.
They understand that. We need.
Yeah.
They need you working so that
Yeah.
money isn't tip.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's affected everybody.
Right. Right. Gotcha. Okay.
They've been really nice.
Yeah, they have. They've been really supportive.
So, how's this working on everybody's health?
We're
With-
tired.
with-
We're exhausted.
I'm
Which part, the
dehydrated.
nerves or the other part?
It's hard. Okay, for one, it's hard staying with people you don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of know them now, but it's
Right.
like they're still you don't really know them. I mean, the men know each other,
Yep.
but. And it's hard living with other women. You know how that is.
Uh-huh.
Because we're
Okay.
control freaks.
Well, I mean, when you put two know-it-alls together, they don't know nothing.
yeah.
You know?
You should put two
Ain't that the
wannabe
truth?
know-it-alls.
Yeah. Well,
You hush.
I think y'all are doing a good job in the laughter department, so that's a good.
Yeah,
that's a
we
good
have to
part.
laugh at it. I mean, if we
Health.
don't, then
Yeah.
we would all
This
break.
ain't nothing. You get us guys underground.
Part of coal mine is to absolutely torment one another.
We
So,
can
But
be-
you know,
we can
no
be-
joke. I mean, you have to be. The men are mentally and physically prepared.
Mhm.
They have to be mentally. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's
So you got
It's a
some role
mentally
modeling
prepared
going on
job.
here, and then you all know how to take care of other things, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
So, of the maybe maybe close to 300 people working in that mine.
Yeah.
So, what's kind of if you had to tell me what's the age range?
Oh,
Anywhere
Lord.
from 20 to 65.
Is it mostly younger now?
I'd say my middle
About
age.
middle age, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Middle age being 50s, 40s.
40s,
Okay.
35.
Mm-hmm.
About
Yeah.
40, yeah.
All right.
mid 30 range to
Okay.
late 40 range is
Yeah.
probably average, I would say.
So a lot of people for this mine, did they go in like y'all, like kind of younger?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We've
A lot
got
of 'em,
yeah.
a couple of old timers that's been underground for over 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father-in-law. was-
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, well you get out. It's a great job. You go in.
Oh yeah.
You're done. That's good. Okay. And then I don't know what else I wanted to ask. Anybody from Cincinnati got another question here for now?
Mhm.
Kinda
Share
tapped through.
how has it affected you economically? Because I don't know before
Mm.
we recorded.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
affecting families' homes. It's
It is.
affecting,
It is.
you know.
Their
We
way
had
of living.
just bought a house, and we hadn't made the first payment yet. We had closed on it June 17th, and then July 1st is when they found out they were laid off or whatever they want to say,
Idle.
bankruptcy.
Idle.
Yeah, and then the second is when the money was gone out of our account. So,
Okay.
but
Are you able to keep? I don't want to get into your personal business, but are you able to keep people at bay with payments and stuff? Is that
Well, I mean, a lot of them can
yeah.
understand it.
okay?
a lot of them, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Some of them don't, but
All right. All right.
we've had a few things late, but
Mm-hmm.
We got
still
our
have it
things-
so far. We still have it so far.
Luckily, the miners not only good hard workers, we look good too and can raise money.
Gosh.
Well, I want to know more about
You're
that.
so dumb.
What y'all doing?
They doing car washes.
You know, just a little modeling.
We were joking one
You can do a
day.
calendar.
Yeah.
A coal miner calendar. We were joking one day because there was a red light here for construction. I said, we can run out there and start washing windshields and then handing out water and saying 50 cents.
Exactly. You got a lot of water sitting there.
I said, we could make us some
We
money
can get
there.
out there in our hat and boots.
And so you
Calendar
said,
was a great idea.
a lot of people went and got jobs. How many you think?
Oh.
I'd say half of them.
Half.
Yeah.
Some had to move away.
Yeah,
Some
that's-
moved.
Yeah, to
some went to
Alabama.
Alabama. Some went to the lineman school. You know, they travel all over.
Okay.
But that's the main two
Ohio, I
that they went
think.
to. Yeah.
When you say
Illinois.
linemen, tell me what that means. Sorry.
The
Power.
Electricity.
power poles.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're part of the group. They're part of this.
They're the ones that get called out on storms when all that hurricanes come in and tear everything
So they're
up.
employed by BlackJewell. They were.
No, they're
No.
employed by the state.
Oh,
No,
but they're
they're-
connected to the work.
Yeah, they worked with us,
Okay.
and when all this happened, they left to go do that work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of maybe close to 300 people, half people have actually gotten jobs somewhere
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they have to, obviously.
And so that's like our hospital. Like if it's a bad trauma, they send them to UK. You know, University of Kentucky. Well, University of Kentucky is powered by coal
Right.
Yeah.
coming from these very mountains.
Okay, so they can go. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, our hospital's powered by it.
Wow. Okay. Gotcha. So the big question I really have too, not that they're all that big, is what would you want people that are going to hear this on the radio show, or however else we push this out, to do for you now?
Just to keep the support going, keep
Yep.
the word out that this company needs to pay.
Yep.
They put a lot of families in a bad situation, and they don't need to prosper from it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a place that people can donate online now? Do you guys have a
Um,
current GoFundMe or?
We actually deal with
Love from Harlan. Leslie Bledsoe. You can contact Leslie Bledsoe. She's with Love from Harlan. She's over it. They have a fund for the coal miners. It's Miners Relief Fund or something like that. And you can contact her if you want to donate. She has a PayPal. I'll have to find that out.
Well, if they contact her, she can get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then obviously we're going to get some information maybe this week. Is that
Yeah, we've got a
Hopefully.
hearing Wednesday.
okay?
That me and a few other guys has got to go to West Virginia for.
Okay.
See, like
So hopefully we get an answer then.
Yeah.
Okay.
us doing this pushed it further for them to do more investigations,
Yeah.
and they found out that there was no business in the state of Kentucky paid any surety bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what led to them finding, like she said, but when this all started, the bonds was already a law for the companies to get.
Yep.
But this company found the loophole at it. They went through it. That raised flags. Well, now that they're investigating even further, they've also issued a Kentucky statewide that coal companies do not have these bonds.
Yeah.
So now they're going there.
After them.
Yeah. They
Is that
found
and
out.
some of that's maybe on the state that they weren't minding
Yeah.
the store?
Yep.
I
They're,
mean,
they're
they,
enforcing the law now.
Yeah, there was a lot of loopholes that the governor and everybody's starting to tighten up on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Duh.
And we gotta go on Stacy's page and find out what the governor
Oh
how he
yeah.
promised to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we heard that the president of the United Mine Workers, I
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah.
He came.
Yeah.
We had about 50 of them here.
Listen,
Whenever they done the speech, it was wonderful.
Yeah, they have talked to me several times.
Okay, good. All right. Well, you stay in charge.
And then you got us, United We Stand, and Kentuckians for the Commonwealth.
Yes.
And
So let me just tell you that you guys are just beautiful people and rock
Yes.
stars, and we love you.
Well, we
Aw,
appreciate
thank
it. We
you.
appreciate
How
all
about
the
a round of
support.
applause when we finish this up?
Thank you.
All right, that's it from the field for you all, out of Cincinnati and WAIF, and signing off. If I can